Harbour is kind of small little village, which has grown into Birmingham, so it's still got a village atmosphere.
And that was, I mean, you weren't born in Harbour, but you were quite near there.
Yeah, Edgbaston.
Okay, Edgbaston.
Yeah. Well, I was brought up in Shard End.
Yeah, but let's go back to Edgbaston, because I mean everybody who's anybody in the Anglo-Saxon world knows Edgbaston.
Oh,
no, they don't.
No, my brother bought a house there.
Cricket ground.
Yeah, my brother bought it. I mean, we walked to the cricket ground to see the game.
I know nothing.
So we just down to Bristol Road, and we went to is it Bristol Road? Anyway, we went down the road and we just watched the game and walked back home. It's next to the Kallio tennis courts.
Let's get back to Mr. Polack.
Yes. Our first job I got was in Birmingham-born, Finnish place where they do tango music at 4 o'clock. Very Finnish. I wanted to learn Finnish food, so I really went to the ultimate Finnish restaurant you could get. So it was nice. So I learned how to make Finnish food at that place.
Have you always worked with food in Finland?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then I went to Cynde in one place.
Yeah, there's a tango place in Sormé.
Yeah, that's what I used to do.
Is that it?
Yeah. But we made it was nice Italian restaurants.
Yeah, I've danced there.
Yeah. And then my oldest son was born, so I didn't want to work nights no more. So I looked for day jobs.
Yeah.
And Havana was looking for a chef to make food, which was very popular at night, but there was a time when Finnish restaurants had to sell food as well as making drinks.
Yeah.
And then one person from Cassis used to go there. I said, oh, you should come to Cassis. I said, well, I've been to Cassis 3 times and you think I'm not good enough. Said, no, you're good enough, so I got the job in Cassis.
Okay.
That was when it was in Cork.
Yeah, it was in Cork. And I just perfect. He said, oh, the problem is you have to start at 7. I said, that's what I want. So I started at 7 and finished at 1:30. So
nice.
perfect timing. So
Perfect
I got time with kids. And then, so I did that for 3 years, on and off, because I had a second son. So I took 2 years off. And then Richard Burton, remember Richard Burton?
Yeah.
Mario Burton, the Boy Who magazine?
Yeah.
He called me and said, Lloyd, we're looking for the best vegetarian chef in Finland.
Okay.
And we heard about you. Now there's one lady wants to open a vegan restaurant.
Okay.
And we told her about you, so we would love to meet her. So I met her and we opened the first vegan restaurant in Finland. See, her daughter was sick, and the doctors couldn't do nothing about it. So Richard Burton and Margaret Burton, which is Boy who've been given some foods without chemicals, and that seemed to work a lot. So she wanted to put a lot back into this.
Was that in Cork? That was Cassis?
Yeah. So I was working there for 4 years. I did the first menu.
Did you really?
I did the first
I've
menu.
eaten there too.
I did the first menu. I worked there, and I said,
I
what's the
didn't
menu?
know Lloyd then.
I said, what's the menu? He said, no, there's no menu, you just go to the fridge. Anyway, so I tried to find a cafe there. And then, of course, other people throwing things at me, contacted me.
But before you started that, you were working in other places, weren't you?
I was working in Tori, in Bunnyboy.
Yeah.
And then I opened Kallio restaurants. My friend was the head chef for the Kallio restaurants, and he asked me to help me open these. He said, Lloyd, I need somebody to help me open these new restaurants. I said, okay, I do. Meet me in camping. So I go to camping. I never worked in a Tex-Mex place before.
Okay. So how long have you been here? How long has this cafe been?
I bought it 1 year ago.
A year
I
ago.
literally bought it 1 year ago. I put the money in the bank. First time I took a loan in my life.
Okay. Yeah.
So I followed my dream.
So this was a bad year to start.
No, it's never a bad year to start.
Okay, so it was a good year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Last year.
Well, it's been a year. He's been here a year now.
Yeah. Just worse things happened.
He's still here.
He's still here.
But the point was that if we didn't take this place, it would be very hard to find another place just like this size, what I like. The restaurant is big enough for 2 people to run, and the kitchen is very big, so we can do what we want in there. So it was perfect for what I wanted to do.
Excellent.
So I probably could find another place, but you'd probably find it with the same space for the people sitting, but not the same kitchen. Or we find the same kitchen, but a big 2 bigger restaurant. Because the more bigger the restaurant, the more people you need to work there, because you need to serve people.
So you've had this restaurant cafe now for a year,
Yeah.
more or less 12 months.
Just when lockdown started.
Yeah,
you opened.
just when
Yeah,
lockdown
it was
started.
a poor timing, but there we go. You're still here. That's the point.
Yeah,
You're
well,
still going.
it was one of those things. It's just perfect place. I've been looking for a place like this, and it was just the right size, and the kitchen was just the right size, and it's very cheap.
Yeah.
So it was just.
Yeah, didn't you open in April? Now that I'm thinking.
Yeah,
back?
we opened in April.
And that's just when they began to say we have to stay home.
Yeah, end of April. So yeah, this is perfect timing. So it was one of those things. When I thought about it, this was the perfect place.
This is a perfect location. I like the view too.
It's the right size because it has about 25 people you can sit down. So 2 people.
25
Yeah,
normally.
yeah.
Because
So-
now you've got the lockdown.
Yeah. So it's big enough for 2 people to work easy.
Yeah.
In Burger, it's just much bigger. So got busy. You need 3 or 4 people. Because you have to clean the table, wash the dishes, and serve coffee. And so you need more people. But here, because it's so small, you can literally do it with 2 people.
What about the food though? I mean, how much do you think your food now is connected with your past and your present? I mean, how much of the menu here is English, or is it West Indian, where your roots are?
Mostly it's French.
French.
Yeah, because I went to French cooking school.
Okay.
So, I mean, I went to French cooking school, so basically the basic food here is French.
Yeah.
I mean, all the
Except for
pies.
the bagels.
Yeah, all the pies are French pastry. So, and the cakes are English, of course.
Yeah.
And the spicy food is Caribbean, of course. But the basic foundation is all French.
Okay.
French.
Do you think it's going to continue in the same way? Are you going to got any dreams for extending to I don't know Arabic? If you've got French culture and French cakes, French cuisine, why not move to more Middle Eastern?
Oh yeah, we do this Marrakesh. We do this Marrakesh, which is bacala.
Yeah.
So it's basically it's the same as bacala, but I changed it. Instead of making it into one tray, I made it into kind of cigar shapes. And
Nice.
it's the same thing.
And those are now we're on lockdown. Those are to go basically.
Yeah, everything's to go, but we don't do that because, of course, it's takeaway food and it's too complicated to explain to people what it is.
But you do catering stuff. don't
We
you?
do
So they
catering.
can be ordered.
Yeah, if you only want it, and we do anything. We do whatever. We do English, Finnish, Italian, French, Caribbean, Jamaican.
Okay.
So the customer space, we try to keep it open for everybody. A clientele, we get lots of mixture of everybody. Every nationality comes here, and they're all find something French. A lot of French people come and give me some.
You're open morning time for breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast we do a continental breakfast. We do an English full Monty.
Breakfast all day.
Yeah, we do a breakfast all day, and we usually do an English breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Then we do when we have the buffet, we're going to do an English buffet, bacon,
Okay.
eggs, beans, and everything.
Oh my.
But of course, we can't do that because it's locked down.
Of course, yeah.
And then, of course, we do that, and then we're going to do the continental breakfast with the bagels and muesli and fresh orange juice and stuff.
What about lunchtime? Do you get sort of regular
Lunchtime is hard because it's been mostly lockdown, and in summertime it was summer, so it was very hard to get the lunch going, and then it got closed down again. So we haven't really got anything started yet.
Like I heard you have soup.
Yes, we have soups. We used to have soup every day, different soup, but now we have just 2 soups because it's a lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
But we're trying to get the soups and the pies. We're trying to get the pies going. The quiche, of course, which is French. Quiche de reine.
I saw on Facebook that you were selling pies.
Yeah.
So people can
Yeah,
come and pick up a
Yeah,
whole pie.
we've got pies here. We're trying to get people to buy the English meat pies. So we have
Okay.
the chicken pie, the mushroom leek pie, and the meat pie.
Mm.
So everything is different, but you can't get nowhere else. Nobody makes a leek and mushroom pie. You Italian.
Wow.
And then,
Really
and
nice.
yeah, so, and then the meat pie is typical English one with lots of onions and beef
Yeah.
and just thick. So when you open it fills you up. So
Oh,
when
they're
people-
huge. Too.
Yeah, yeah, and they're big.
As big as your head.
Yeah. So we try to make something what nobody else makes.
Is there any such thing as a gluten-free crust on one of your pies? Ever?
Gluten-free pie?
Pie crust.
Pie crust. Yeah, we can do anything. Yeah, we do all the quiches are gluten-free.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
All the quiches, all the cheesecakes, and all our cheesecakes and quiches are always gluten-free.
My goodness. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's move on to tea time, because
Yes.
I know you've served us a nice cup of English tea.
Yes.
Yeah, we had some cucumber sandwiches we have.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to do something what's very English, and English tea time seems to work. And
You've served that with the scones.
scones, clotted cream, and
Scones.
jams.
They're called scones.
Scones.
Scones to make, yeah.
So we serve with a section of all our cakes, plus the scones and cucumber sandwiches, ham sandwich, and salmon with cream cheese in this Finnish white bread. So we have a lot of salty things and a lot of sweet things. So it fills you up.
Tell me about the bagels. Sorry.
No.
Tell me about the bagels, because bagels are rare in Helsinki.
Yes, well, I was working in one place in Tui in Pengerkatu. I just decided that I didn't want to cook no more. So I was working in Tui making cakes there.
Okay.
And two young, beautiful girls came in and asked me, "Is your name Lloyd? Are you the muffin man?"
Okay.
I said, "Yes." I said, "Well, can you make bagels?"
Mm.
I said, "Is the Pope Catholic?"
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
said, "Yeah." So I went home and Googled bagels.
Yeah. Exactly, because bagels are very specific.
Yeah, yeah.
They're either right or they're not.
And then I practiced for 2 weeks making it, and it didn't really work. And then I have a friend from Canada called Shane, who Montreal is the second capital for bagels in North America. And with him, we decided how to make it.
Do you boil them?
Yes, of course. And we decided how to do
everybody
it.
does.
And we decided how to do it, and we did it that way. And I can honestly say they're not really New York bagels, because a New York person came in and said, "These are all Montreal bagels." And I said, "I know they are, because my friend who teaches me is from Montreal." And I was very impressed that you could tell the difference between New York bagels and Montreal bagels.
Yeah.
So there's a difference.
The bagels are a speciality here, aren't they?
Yeah, bagel
Yeah.
speciality. I don't know why. It was just started
They're a
to make
little
it.
different here than they are in other places.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. We decided
I
to.
pay
yeah.
attention on Facebook when
Yeah.
people are gossiping about Lloyd's Bakery.
This is kind of home territory for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You were in Kallio already.
Yeah, I've been in Kallio for about 24 years now. 20 years. 20 years. Yeah, I was in Arena for 4 years.
Okay, down by Happy.
Yeah, and then I was in Krakau Jazz Club for 4 years, 3 years. And then 4 years in
Is that officially Kallio, I suppose?
which Krakau Jazz Club?
Yes, yeah.
It's always Kallio. Even Cynde in class is Kallio. And I was there, and when I was at Arena, I wanted to buy Arena and turn it into a cafe. I was looking for a place already, maybe 15 years ago, because I realised there's no cafes in Kallio. Full stop, only the Bear Cafe. So there was no cafe, so you could not get a decent cappuccino inside Kallio Centre anywhere.
This is what, 10 years ago?
This was 10 years. This was like 15 years ago. 15 years ago,
Yeah.
you couldn't get. You got the cardamom that on Helsinki, but that's Helsinki. But if you look from Hakanimi metro stop to the Bear Park, there's no cafes at all.
Okay.
There's one.
Yeah, okay, but how do you find this place?
Well,
We're quite
it's-
close to the Bear Park.
Yeah, we are back close to the Bear Park, and we was going to do something with this wall at the back, and make
Yes.
a ritual like in South America,
Yeah.
because it's like we say, oh, 4,000 years ago in Helsinki, somebody made these walls just the same as in ritual. But
Yeah.
because it's been so quiet, we haven't had time to organise it, because we like the walls, we can use the wall.
And this wall goes sort of all the way along Pengerkatu.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So next month we're going to start using the wall. So come to Pengerkatu, buy the.
Right across from the wall that people can find.
Yeah, and of course now the fixed handings here, and the bicycle path is there.
Okay.
We're going to put a sign down the bottom where you can fix your bicycles, because we have
Okay.
bicycle equipment here.
Bicycle free.
Yeah.
I mean, normally you have a few tools
Yeah.
around.
And this is only a place where there's 2 parking spaces, one up and one down.
One your own
This-
bicycle parking.
Yeah. So yeah,
So it's Lloyd's Cafe Bike Park.
Lloyd's Cafe and bakery, and we got lots of stuff where people can use the bicycles and fix the bicycles and clean the bicycles, and we even got blocks for the bicycle. And we got covers from my son's workplace to put on the saddle if it's wet. So we're trying to keep people with bicycles and stuff.
So how did you get involved in Finland?
You called me.
You sure?
Yes, you called me and said, I heard that you make stones.
Scones? I would never say that.
Yes,
Scones!
stones.
You would never have said
And
that.
would you love to make some for the Finns because you have the Red Nose Day?
So, there would have been a Morris dancing then, but was anything else happening then? Do you remember in company in the Torry there?
Yeah, I can't remember now.
There were stands, weren't there?
They were, yeah.
Just massive stands, and you just had these red nose, giving out red noses,
Yeah.
and things haven't you heard of it before.
That's right.
So it just really, what's with this nose thing?
Yeah,
And that was quite
a good
popular.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
So did you get a red nose out of that?
I did get a red nose, and I read it at work, and he was asking me what's with the red nose.
Was it after that that you began to cook our Christmas dinners?
Yeah, when I was working there, because I could use a kitchen. I did it once at home, I think.
I think you did, yeah,
I
you
think
did.
first we did it very simple,
Mm-hmm.
because he wasn't sure what he wanted, so we just kept it very simple. Chicken, turkey breasts, we've got the turkey breasts and roast potatoes, and very simple. And then you thought, oh, this is good.
Yeah, and you always had a vegan
Yeah,
option as
option,
well.
yeah.
I remember that as well.
And then we just kind of made it a bit bigger, and then got carried away, and then I had a bigger kitchen so we could do the whole turkey. I remember we did trifle once, and it wasn't so. Trifle was a very good dish, but it's not very ladylike. We have to get down and dirty. You have to go through the 3 layers.
Perfect for Morris men.
But if you're a woman, you just want to scoop the top, but you really have to get down and dirty. And the women is just taking the top. I said, no, you have to get the whole 4 layers. Because
You're suggesting the Finns are plenty of dirty women.
no, it was quite funny because it
that
was.
doesn't sound like me. No.
It was quite funny because I thought it was a good idea to make the trifle, but then I wasn't thinking how people would eat it because women are very delicate. They're not going to put the whole spoon in and take the whole thing. And that's the whole point of trifle. You take 4 layers of it. So
Yeah.
it worked, but didn't really work in that sense because.
You also made a vegetarian Christmas meal once, totally vegetarian.
Yeah.
It wasn't very successful, unfortunately, in the sense that people wanted their turkey.
Yeah.
I remember that time because we had Morris practice the next day and there were leftovers that we were allowed to eat, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious.
But you had other experience with the vegetarian food before that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Which ones?
For the old restaurant. Would you want to forget that?
Oh yes, tempura. Yeah.
Oh, were you there too? Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
that was me.
What's his restaurant?
That was my first time I designed everything from scratch.
Because I only met you from the Red Nose Day and for Finbrits. I didn't know about all these other things
So
myself.
this one lady, she wanted a restaurant where there's no animatronics, no chemicals, and no sweetness. So which means there's no margarine, no sugar. So I mean, when they say no artificial, that means no margarine. So it's just cold pressed oils. So everything had to be kind of no chemicals as well. So it worked.
You're a real artist for sure.
It went really well, and it worked. And the first year was a bit like this. It was very slow, but then it got busier and busier.
Was that in the 80s?
90s, 94.
Okay, but going back to the Finbrits, so I mean, you've been involved not only in the Christmas parties, you've also been doing some other stuff.
Yeah, ginger beers. And,
The supply of ginger beers,
Yeah.
any event.
Yeah, and mince pies. I did mince pies separate as well from the Christmas things.
Yeah.
And what else did we do?
You've done mince pies when most people had never heard of them around here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people got to try them at Finbrits.
Yeah, we did them. I did it many years ago, mince pies. And
It's so
the
delicious.
stuffing, section of the stuffing no one's heard of, so we did that. And Brussels sprouts, nobody really used Brussels sprouts, so it was quite, all the Finnish people with the Finbrits, it was quite alien food.
Yeah.
They know what turkey was because it's in American films, but the rest of it was kind of alien to the natives. One of my colleagues I work with is from Jamaica, he's born in Jamaica, Logan, and he's been helping to Christmas parties.
Yes.
As a Finbrits.
Yeah,
At the Finbrits, yes.
So when we was in Jamaica and we were sitting down with some friends and we was talking about what to do in Christmas, he was so happy displaying the English Christmas in Helsinki and what we do, and we have the Christmas hats on and we sing carols and say stupid jokes and we make the food and we all sing. And I'm not shocked, but I was surprised how enthusiastic he was to tell. And when you think about it, these classic English, outside English. The more you get more English outside England.
It's Finn-British.
Yeah, it's Finnish-British. So it was nice that the singing, of course, your plays as well. You put a lot of plays. I mean, you put a lot of effort in and sketches, and it's always fun to be there.
So and it's always fun with you and Logan there.
Yeah, it's more.
It's always because you're always a part of it, aren't you?
And Logan's so happy to do it. He did a smoked turkey once. Last time we did a smoked turkey, which was really good. Yeah, normal turkey and a smoked turkey, and then Logan did his smoked fish. Because it makes it smoked fish. So it's been really good. And I took it for granted that you do this English, but of course for Logan, he was like, he was so happy to explain what you do. And I was like, yeah, it is pretty amazing. So yeah, so I did the Film Brits. I think we started off with Arena, with the Film Brits, and we started off with the scones, and then we started off with the ginger beer and some mince pies.
And then there's one occasion when instead of you going to the Finn Brits came to you in the sense of up in the park when you were working at in the Bear Park.
Yes.
Or outside the Bear Park. Tell us about that.
Oh, that was Tuesday, Pancake Day.
Pancake Day, yeah.
And we wanted to do something really different. And we finished this last night's pie grass, so we started to make pancakes and have a pancake race. So I asked the customers and the kids to bring the kids that day. And we had lots of saucepans, and we went to the park, and it was fun because people forget that you give kids food to play with. It's amazing. And we forget that as adults, that kids find it very fun to run with food in their hands. And the kids loved it. They had race.
They had to actually toss the
they had the pancakes. They had to toss the pancake and run around, and they got a prize, and then we had pancakes for everybody, and then the adults did it, of course, and then you guys did the Morris dancing, which was really nice. It was one of the best times we had there. Yeah, it was good.
And hopefully it's going to happen again.
It is next year. Yeah. And don't forget, we've done on short notice. I called you 2 days. I called you that Sunday, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
and
that's
it was
true.
Tuesday, and I said, Tony, I know it's short notice. Let's do Pancake Day, and he said, okay. And next thing you know, you did the poster and everything, which was nice. So it worked really well.
And you had enough people here to dance as well.
Yeah, we had enough people, and lots of kids turned up.
And a lot of snow.
Yeah, it was a lot of snow.
Cold pancakes.
But that was fun.